Hey everyone, our friend has reached day 8 of his prison sentence. Today, he finally comes to understand the meaning of word he's been hearing a lot lately. And just when he thinks he's got a grasp of prison and hood culture, he's smacked in the face with another scary shock. Please sit back and enjoy day number 8.
It's 7:15, overcast day, 7 o'clock. Yeah. Guardy is cleaning, organized desk, wiping things down, stuffing laundry under the bunks. 8:45, guard walks in, checking cells, noting our hygiene discipline. 11:15, can't shake the anger. Warden is a chick, nobody wants to bang her. I see old man Pop sitting in his cell, pull up a chair, he's got stories to tell. Later on, I'm doing laundry, having clean clothes is volunteering. As I stand there, I hear an odd exchange. I hear the words, but they sound strange. M8, M8, M8. That's what the warden keeps repeating. Said in a way to be demeaning. You ain't nothing but an M8. Is that true? Am I just an inmate in this zoo? I think this warden is impoly. Someday maybe she will see the light. My zoo mates here are people too. Why talk down to them, make feel blue? We'll be out one day, back on the street. Why not be nice, get us on our feet? Day goes on and on and on. It's 9 at night, back to my cell. I see a scary thing, I almost fell. Gotti is black, he's got black hair. He keeps it braided, but not now as I stare. I'm a white dude from a white place. The braids are gone, what I see is a black beach ball atop Gotti's head. Freaks me out, it's like his head exploded. Gotti tells me stories, having bowls with white dudes on the street. Makes no sense to me, why he's talking about eating cereal with white dudes that he'd meet. He laughs, says it's weed, bowls of weed, not bowls of cereal, bowls of weed. I laugh, this is all new to me, all new indeed. Nobody here is politically correct, they get along fine. They may be felons, but they're being honest. What's more divine? It's one thing to steal, another to lie. It's the laws of nature, we can't deny. Nobody here is politically correct, they get along fine. They may be felons, but they're just honest. What's more divine? We may be felons, but we're being honest. What's more divine? What's more divine? Yo, what's more divine? What's more divine?
Great to see you again. Our friend has reached day 9 of his prison sentence. Today, he comes to realize the enhanced moral obligations he has to his fellow captives. These are good men. They are quickly becoming his friends. And if friends don't take care of each other, who will? Please sit back and enjoy day number 9.
It's 7:20. Gotti getting ready for work. I'm still unemployed. Sleeping in is my perk. Memories are the enemy here. If you have none, problems disappear. Concrete and cinder block, left and right. I think I'm hungry, have an appetite. Talk with Brad, he's cleaning the grass. Looks over his shoulder, says check out that ass. Sit on a bench, bored out of my mind. Dude walks up, needs my help with legal work. Gives me papers for my review. He says you're white, you should know what to do. I'm not a lawyer, but I play one in prison. It's not my call, wasn't my decision. Being white means I must play the role. If a dude asks for help, I say, let's rock and roll. After dinner, we have mail call. Danny is there, inmates wall to wall. to get some letters. Not looking for much, just something to make things better. Danny says, hey, I notice you are white. I have a medical problem, could use your help. I'm not a doctor, but I play one in prison. It's not my call, wasn't my decision. Being white means I must play the role. If a dude asks for help, I say, let's rock and roll. If I'm reading things right, Danny might have cancer. The doctor here won't provide an answer. Danny punched a guy and got 8 years. The guy deserved it after having several beers. Broke his jaw, that's not good. He knows it was wrong, that's understood. But 8 years is a long time, especially when nobody wins. Can nobody wins? Yeah. That should not have happened, but it did. How does 8 years in prison make anything right? Now he's got cancer with a kid outside. Won't see her again until he's in a box. Burt Reynolds, Tarantino, they punch and slap, they pay, move on, call it a wrap. Gotti finds me, he has some questions. Wants to learn about stocks and paying taxes. I'm now a finance guy, since I'm white I don't mind. It's dark outside, folks turning in for the night. Before we sleep, Gotti has one more question. Have you ever seen a bitch with a dog eye? Being white means I must play the role. If a dude asks for help, I say let's rock and roll. Let's rock and roll. Let's rock and roll.
Hello again. Our friend has reached day 10 of his prison sentence. Today, he comes to realize that all medical exams require the removal of one's pants. No medical exam is complete without inspection of the balls. You heard me right, the balls, both of them. He also comes to find that knives are not hard to find in prison. Plenty of knives. None are really used for protection. Seems like they are used mostly for cooking. And when the food is served, there is yet another surprise. Please sit back and enjoy day number 10.
Gotti's still in bed, needs to get to work. Get your wiggle on, buddy. Go steal us some chicken patties from the food warehouse. David and I meet up at the clinic. They need to draw blood. Dude walks in, he looks satanic. They call him Dracula, the prison blood taker. Pulls out his needle, says get ready, lawbreaker. We leave the butcher, fill a cup with urine. Dentist is next, assistant hates men. Please, dear God, don't give me dental problems here. Oh, please, 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 Jesus, amen. I think she's a lesbian, really hates men. Decide to tell stories of my sister, who is lesbian. I go on and on and on, providing detail after detail about my lesbian sister. The dental work became more gentle. Glad I was able to think on my feet. I didn't have a lesbian sister yesterday, but I have one now, and she saved my teeth. Loop back around and see Dr. JoJo. He's a real short guy, he's Filipino. I said I have a headache, JoJo says drop your pants. He grabs the jewels, gives a real good squeeze. Did the same to David, he's V, not me. My headache is gone, but now I'm not she. What? On my way back, I have to stop and hurl. Arthur is there, he's feeding a crow. Ask what's wrong, I say I just went to see Jojo. Can't sue nobody up in this place. Grabbing balls and nuts puts a smile on the face. As I sit to recover from my brush with death, I attend a lecture on how to cook meth. I have questions, they have answers. The teachers care here, and they have manners. Well, it's time to go, Gotti is preparing dinner. It's a big affair. Got a lot to learn, I'm just a beginner. Gotti hands me a knife with a 6-inch blade. I could stab someone or cut up these lemons for some real lemonade. Next is on raisins, then green peppers. I chop it all, and hand it back. The cooking starts, now we wait. Food is ready, get my dinner plate. Did this smell great? But wait a minute, served in a cat's litter box tray. Now that's funny, I must admit it. Meal is over. The guests clean dishes. They say farewell, send their best wishes. Prison, it's not fun. Yet we band together all for one. Prison, it's not fun. Yet we band together all for one. Yeah! Interesting. Wow.
Hi there. Our friend has reached day 11 of his prison sentence. Today, he meets some famous Hollywood stars. He also gets a glimpse into institutionalized behavior. He had read about it, but never really understood it until now. And one of the more interesting discoveries of this day is how Jesus actually helps the handicapped. Specifically, he literally witnesses the presence of Jesus Christ and his influence over the crippled inmates using canes. Well, it may be best to hear it for yourself. Please sit back and enjoy day number 11.
Prison sucks. What you gonna do? What you gonna do when it sucks for you? Make up my bed, fold my stolen blanket, stole it right, follow the rules. There's a code in here, we ain't no hoes on fools. This may be prison, but my floor has a community watch. Every now and then, an inmate forgets the rules. If that should happen, we send that inmate back to school. Duke is outside, he looks like John Wayne. He's been down a long time, he's institutionalized. This dude is insane. He keeps committing crimes so he can get back in. But there's an art, there's a trick to how it's done. It needs to be a federal crime. Don't wanna be in state doing a dime. Can't be violent, must be simple. Get caught, plead guilty, go to a camp. I have an appointment to see the shrink. She sucks at her job, I already need a drink. She says I'm stupid and I don't know the difference between right and wrong. Plus she says I am unwilling to take responsibility for my actions, my crimes. I am doomed to fail, and she plans to see me again when I return to prison. What's worse is she came up with this right after I walked in the room and said hello. She says all inmates are the same. She's a medical professional, has she no shame? I go see Warren, he's a Mormon. He has access to commissary computers. Need his help getting pants that fit. Says he'll take care of my account reset. Go outside and sit with Morgan Freeman. Liked him in movies, now I like him in person. He got busted for drugs, it was just a little crack. I say, if you ain't making movies tomorrow, let's walk the track. Time for dinner, it's in another building. It's a bad storm, the rain is pouring. It's 100 yards to reach the kitchen. The inmates run, some are bitching. At 50 yards I get past. The men with canes found Jesus, now they run real fast. I sit to eat, have a peaceful meal. I'm soaking wet, this is not ideal. Remember when I said I only had one pair of pants that fit well? I just realized this is gonna be a problem. When I get back to the cell, there they are. Extra pants, that's so bizarre. Prison sucks, try to avoid it. But if you can't do your time, do your bit. They committed crimes, now make amends. You call them inmates, I call them friends. They committed crimes, now make amends. You call them inmates, I call them friends. You call them inmates, I call them friends. You call them inmates, I call them friends.
Welcome to today's session. Our friend has reached day 12 of his prison sentence. It's Friday. Staff and inmates are in weekend mode. That is something our friend still has trouble grasping. He's in prison and perplexed as to how the day of the week influences mood for anyone in prison. For him, time is moving slowly, very slowly. Even though it's Friday, he's still in prison. It's just another Friday in prison. Please sit back and enjoy day number 12.
The sun comes up, I have one job. To wake up Gotti, he's got things to rob. Have my coffee, write some letters. Thank God it's Friday, things are bound to get better. Walk around, think about astrophysics. Einstein said what? I must be in the matrix. Time moves slowly in this place, like massive objects in outer space. Time and space, they are connected. Spend some time in prison and you'll detect it. Warren is white, he's walking the track. Got busted for weed, spending 5 years here before he goes back. Legal system let him down, even though he's a white dude. Courts got tricky, like they always do. I'm in the unit, make myself some powdered iced tea. Just standing there, minding my business. The main security office phone rings. Each CO begins to scatter. The phone keeps ringing, and they stay gone. It's Friday. Nobody wants to work late chasing an escaped inmate. Time moves slowly in this place, like massive objects in outer space. Time and space, they are connected. Spend some time in prison and you're detected. Gotti is back from work, there's much to discuss. He calls it Operation Cream. It's a dumb name, but I don't make a fuss. We're setting up shop to sell goods and service. My life seemed pointless, but now I have a purpose. It's time to pivot. Gotti tells more stories about his days on the street, selling crack and weed. Skip the Friday movie, hang out with the fellas. They all sold drugs, but held a set of morals. From far away, it looks like crime. Get up close, it's more sublime. To solve the problem, engage your mind. Our worlds are different, both in space and time. These bad boys ain't bad at all. They learned to crawl, but they were taught to fall. This song is short, but this day was long. This whole prison thing just seems wrong. Time moves slowly in this place, like massive objects in outer space. Time and space, they are connected. Spend some time in prison and you'll detect it. Time moves slowly in this place, like massive objects in outer space. Time and space, they are connected. Spend some time in prison and you'll detect it.
Great to see you again. Our friend has reached day 13 of his prison sentence. It's Saturday. It's officially the weekend. He finally has time to think and reflect on a bizarre natural phenomenon. It seems that intelligence and happiness are often at odds. They may be inversely related. He sees it like this: if you know you are in a bad situation, how can you be happy? Maybe there are times when it makes sense to stop thinking analytically and just focus on the emotions, the feelings. Sometimes it might just be best to turn off that brain and just be happy. Please sit back and enjoy day number 13.
It's the weekend. Wake up late. Woo! It's bagel day. Oh, yes, it is. Grab what we can. Gone in a whiz. Smiles all around. That makes no sense. We shouldn't be happy. We are in prison. We should be tense. If I'm smart, I can't be happy. If I'm happy, I can't be smart. Turn off my brain. Don't complain. Don't want my world to fall apart. Missed the movie last night. Not to worry. On Saturday is the second show, and we each drag in our own chairs. Need a radio and headphones. God, he hands me one, he has several pairs. Got my popcorn, got my candy, lost my freedom. I'm not fine, I'm not dandy. If I'm smart, I can't be happy. If I'm happy, I can't be smart. Turn off my brain, don't complain, don't want my world to fall apart. After the movie, go to the law library, full of books, all romance novels. I look inside the recycle bin. Why is there a recycle bin in prison? No plastic, no metal, no glass. There is one sock, one torn pair of underwear, and 2 buckets of dirt. Yeah, dirt. In prison we recycle dirt. Who knew? Is this part of some prison escape? Guards don't seem to care. They just look at us like we're dumb apes. If you can walk or roll your wheelchair, there is nothing keeping you here. I'm in a camp, we've got no fence. Digging up dirt makes no sense. If I'm smart, I can't be happy. If I'm happy, I can't be smart. Turn off my brain, don't complain, don't want my world to fall apart. If I'm smart, I can't be happy. If I'm
Welcome back. Our friend has reached day 14 of his prison sentence. It's a lazy Sunday. He's still exploring ways to cope in this new reality. Seems like there is plenty to learn. He just needs to watch and listen. For example, he learns there is a musical artist going by the name Nelly. It seems like this Nelly sits in the cell next to his, and Nelly apparently likes to perform solo in the middle of the night while everyone else is trying to sleep. Please sit back and enjoy day number 14.
Another morning in captivity. Time to find some activities. It's a sleepy Sunday. The unit is mellow. As I make my coffee, I meet a nice fellow. It's time for Sunday brunch. Grab some food. Take back a grapefruit.
You might think it's nice to get brunch nuts, but to be honest,
Inmates work for free. Back at the cell, Gotti hands me papers. It's a civil lawsuit, one of his many capers. Got hurt on the job, thought he only sold crack. Says working with crackheads is tough. Got a side hustle to pick up the slack. If I just watch and listen, I could be despair. There's always something, there's always a lesson somewhere. Look at that, it's time for dinner. They serve Mexican, not Mexican. Back to the cell, Gotti is working. Mother's Day is coming, making her a handmade card. He's using baby scissors with the rounded edges. Better safe than sorry, we're in prison. This place is full of weapons, all sorts, all kinds. These guys don't have shanks, don't need them. They have the actual knives, but yet stabbing is at an all-time low. If I just watch and listen, I can beat despair. There's always something, there's always a lesson somewhere. There are many cards for all the baby mamas. If he forgets one, there's sure to be drama. Asks if I want one, I say sure. A prison gesture, a kind overture. It's time for bed, lights go out. It was silent until the inmate next door began to shout. He's belting out a tune from the artist Nelly. The inmates are outraged, like a woman at a Jewish deli. Things calm down, we finally get to sleep at 3 a.m. Nelly's back from the deep. If I just watch and listen, I can beat despair. There's always something, there's always a lesson somewhere. If I just watch and listen, I can beat despair. There's always something, there's always a lesson somewhere.